Hello members. Well, how good's the last 5 days of racing been? You know, like we've had Brave Mead kicking off the first race on Derby Day. We couldn't get the big $6,000 collect for our owner of the day, Justin Turk, which unfortunately Brave Mead just didn't get the 1,600 metres, which, you know, when he come out the top of the straight there with his head on his chest, I thought he was just going to go whoosh, you know, and run straight past him, especially the winner who he beat last start at Caulfield. So, bit unlucky there when he couldn't get the big $6,000 collect, but nonetheless, runner on Derby Day, unbelievable, goosebumps-like, and then also being able to give $950 cash to our owner of the day, Justin Turk, who you'll see a little video down below of Mr. Raicng catching up with Justin at Vella Beach on the Sunday at his beautiful home. So make sure you check that out. Our horse to follow, I Am Unstoppable, in the Coolmore Stud Stakes was a bit of a tragedy in our opinion. The race was run, you know, slow mid-race there, and he just had nothing to really take him into the race, which it was on the back of cylinder. You know, he wasn't going anywhere. Then he went out on the Stretton Angel, who was doing the same thing, and then he finally got the run through and flashed late. But yeah, in our opinion, if he'd had a bit of a toe into the race, you know, I think he would have gone mighty close. So on to the Golden Eagle, Hawaii 5-0. We thought he was a great each-way play with the run he was going to get, which he did get that run. Nash come off the fence there in the straight and sort of copped a bit of a balk, but you know, once he was clear, he sort of, you know, he didn't really find that line, that length to half a length better than what he should, you know, in our opinion. And a little bit of a fortunate event. We had 10 units on the winner, the Japanese horse, for our gold members for our betting strategy there. So that was great, but someone had a big go at him late on the Betfair SP because he started 650 Betfair SP and 1010 on the tote. So there's a huge difference there for our Betfair SP Gold members in their overall betting strategy for the week. So big difference, but you get that. It does flick over the other way as well. So, geez, what about our roughie, June 45 in the race 8 at Eagle Farm? Well, you know, he thought he'd be going close. He was a great each way bet, and we had a huge result last preparation on him first up for one of our platinum members where we took 80s. We didn't quite get the 80s. I think it was about $18 best tote late there on Saturday, but you know, we thought in our preview we mentioned Ekaterina was going to be the one to beat if she can get the luck, and well, M. Harley just done a Moses, and the seas just completely parted for him. So a bit stiff at 800. We thought we were going to be right in the finish and get the cash, but not to be. Finishing second was a big difference to the overall week, as well as our gold membership and a few platinum members who got some really good odds there. Also, we went on to Cup Day, where we're very keen on the 2 horses at Eagle Farm that we tipped, in Deep Rouge and Impendor, and then saved on Flying Demore. But unfortunately, Impendor scratched the morning of the races, which left us in a bit of a pickle with how we're going to play the race. We sort of had a little bit too many units on Flying Demore now that Impendor was out, so I was a bit disappointing with that. Its trials, Flying Demore, were a lot better when it was ridden cold, and they went forward there yesterday and just couldn't quite get the cash. It had every possible chance and was well backed, but the one that didn't let us down was Deep Rouge. Now, she's an absolute flying mare when it is first up and the speed on, and she just let down and just went whoosh straight past her competition there, and it was so exciting because we've got some platinum members who secured the real good odds early. Mr. Raicng had a good crack at her ourselves. Also our gold members, 30 units each way, so we got the good odds there and got the cash, which was fantastic. She was as low as 245, I think, fixed odds late on Sportsbet, so she's very well backed there, which not surprising. That's why she was one of our horses that we tipped early. But how good's this? Our 2 punter of the day winners won over $2,200 in cash, so that was fantastic to be able to make those phone calls, hear the thrills they had, and also pay them the money. So we've got a video. We're going to catch up with our gold member, Matty Q, who's actually a butcher just down the road from Mr. Raicng HQ. So we're going to go down there and pay him a visit to give him the cash. So look out for that video on our socials soon. On to the Cup. Well, we couldn't quite see much value in the race. We put out a small trifecta play for members. We had Without a Fight, who was our horse to follow back from here up in Queensland in the autumn. The winner. And yeah, he just, you know, what a peach of a ride. Like M. Zara, he's just a freak riding with that much confidence at the moment. To put him back on the fence there, it was, you know, it was pretty much all over at the 2000. He got it right run, got off the back, so just blew him away. But I think we gave our punter of the day, who had a 10 times box trifecta on our 3 plays at the top of the straight, a big thrill, because Vol being absurd and without a fight all look like to be looming right into the race. So thanks very much for all being involved with our punters of the days. The free plays are brilliant. They're bloody awesome. We love doing them. We've got some other great ones coming up this week. The fairy tale in the end on Cup Day for D. Oliver. Well, geez, we almost pulled off the big plunge there. As high as $35 and $8.50 to place when tipping it out to members. Bermudez, who has a great first up record. Now, someone mentioned that it could be the fairy tale story for D. Oliver ending Cup Day with a winner, but because they were very confident, they backed it into $11 late, as low as $11 late, yeah, and paid $4 a place. So it's almost pretty much halved its quote on the place price of when we tipped it out to members. Our one lucky winner for the punter day had 50 each way, Gavin Hansen. Congratulations, mate. Up there in Bundaberg. I know you're probably having to shout your mate a beer there after he told me he watched the draw watching it by having on the side of a digger, just waiting for the digger to do its thing, and then he watched the draw and he thought, oh, you're kidding me, how bloody good is this? Sent in the message saying, Mr. Raicng, I think I've won the punter of the day, and he's taken home $325 in cash for his time in the spotlight with Bermudez, who only just got beat by one of Mr. Raicing's old horses in Pesquero. So a bit disappointing we couldn't get the fairy tale finish with the big roughy plunge in the last and Cup Day, but not to be. There'll be plenty more of them. Now, we've taken our total over nearly $97,000 for our punter of the day promotion. So we're just about there. We're nearly at the 100K mark, and we can't wait to be doing that one. This week coming up, we've got Slippin' Jimmy racing on Friday, making his debut in the Mr. Raicng Silks. Very, very excited for this young fella. You know, we had some terrible news with JMC doing a tendon and forced to retire. So we're going to do a little surprise for all our owners in JMC. We're going to give away 2.5% share to one lucky owner in that. So they'll be coming to race a horse again with David Van Dyke and Mr. Raicing in Slippin' Jimmy. And his drawn gate one on Friday, rail 7 at Sunshine Coast, over 1,000. You know, it's a big, big plus. So we've got the best jock on, Ryan Maloney, and we're hoping we can get the cash there too to kickstart his career. So exciting times. Oaks Day tomorrow. Get ready. Lot going on, but good news is, team, we're going to get some winners coming up. The tide's turning. We had we were very close to having some real big results last week, but not to be, but they're coming. Don't worry about that. And remember, never go the early crow.